Hello friends, in this video we are going to see basic equations of compressible flow. So there are four basic equations of the compressible flow. As you can see on the screen, there are four basic equations of compressible flow. Number one is your continuity equation. So continuity equation we have seen in the form of area velocity relation or differential equation of continuity equation, vector form of the continuity equation. Then second one is Bernoulli's equation or also known as energy equation. So the moment you talk about the continuity equation, this is your mass conservation, right? This is your mass conservation equation. Mass conservation equation. And Bernoulli's equation, also known as energy equation, this is your energy conservation equation. Energy conservation equation. Bernoulli's equation also we have seen in the form of energy per unit mass and energy per unit weight. Next one is your momentum equation, that is your momentum conservation. Momentum conservation equation. And the last one, that is your fourth number, is equation of state. Equation of state is same, PV equal to MRT. PV equal to MRT. Equation of state is your PV equal to MRT. Okay, so now we are going to see some details about the basic equations of compressible flow in the next slide. So first of all is your continuity equation. This equation, or this is based on the law of conservation of mass. Very important line, law of conservation of mass, right? So law of conservation of mass means whatever with the mass going inside the device, the same mass should come out. That means there should not be any accumulation of mass inside the device. That is called law of conservation of mass. Each and every flow must satisfy the continuity equation. That is a law of conservation of mass, which states that matter or mass cannot be created or destroyed. So mass can never be created nor be destroyed, correct? So that is called law of conservation of mass, and in short we called this equation as continuity equation. That is your continuation of the mass, continuation of the volume. So mass, whatever entering into the device, the same mass should come out. That means there should not be any accumulation of mass inside the device. For 1D steady flow, you know what is steady flow? Rate of change of properties with respect to time should not change. That is called steady flow. One dimension, we are taking only one direction. Mass per second, that is mass flow per second, is rho av. When you write mass flow rate, m dot, what is m dot? M dot is your mass flow rate. Mass flow rate. Unit is your kg per second. Unit is your kg per second. So mass per second is mass flow per second actually. So rho av. So formula for mass flow rate is rho av. Density, area into velocity. So if you take the unit of density, you will get kg per meter cube. Area is a meter square, and velocity is meter per second. Correct? Meter per second. So this meter cube and this meter cube get cancelled. So you left with the kg per second. That is the final unit of mass flow rate. Okay. Now coming to the, so mass flow rate rho av is okay, we got it. And from law of conservation of energy, mass per second is constant. So mass per second means mass flow rate per second is constant. When you write mass flow rate is constant, m dot equal to constant. That means m dot is equal to rho av, and rho av is constant. So using this, we are going to have a small derivation here. Rho av equal to constant. Look at this. The same it is written here. Rho av equal to constant. Differentiating above equation, d into rho av equal to 0. After differentiation, we put d here. D rho av. So for the constant, we are getting 0 on the right hand side. Correct? So now differentiating one by one, taking all the three terms as variable. So first your rho v is constant. Rho into v is constant. We will be having dA. Second step, rho and a is constant. The third term dv is constant. dV is differential we have taken, and the fourth, the next one, AV is constant and we have taken the d rho. So first time we have taken dA, then dV, and d rho equal to 0. So dividing the above equation by rho AB, what you are getting? Rho AB, if you divide, you are getting dA by A plus dB by B plus d by rho equal to 0. This equation we are getting from the continuity equation, mass flow rate equation. Look at the next slide. Bernoulli's equation. So Bernoulli's equation, you know what are the forces present in a fluid flow. So important forces present in a fluid flow are gravity force Fg suffix, pressure force Fp, and viscous force Fb, and compressive force Fc. All the forces will be having the same unit of Newton, correct? Newton is the unit for all the forces. So Euler's equation of motion is given by dP by rho g dz plus v dv equal to 0. In this equation of Euler's, actually forces due to gravity and pressure are taken into consideration. That is because sometimes what happens, if viscous force is Fb, but if you are talking about that fluid is ideal, the flow is ideal, that time viscous force will be 0. If you are talking about the turbulence force Ft, if the flow is laminar, then this turbulence force will be 0, correct? So depending upon the case, some of the forces will be present, some of the forces may not be present. So these two forces, pressure and gravity force, will be present. So taking these two forces into account, we are having the Euler's equation of motion, and from Euler's equation we are going to derive the Bernoulli's equation. Now look at this line. Bernoulli's equation, which is a special form of energy equation, can be obtained by integrating Euler's equation of motion. So what is your special form of energy equation? When you write energy equation, means steady flow energy equation, SFEE, steady flow energy equation. SFE, steady flow energy equation. So steady flow energy equation, how to write? It is summation of H1 enthalpy plus velocity C1 square by 2 plus GZ1 plus Q1 to 2 equal to H2 plus C2 square by 2 plus GZ2 plus W1 to 2. So this is the steady flow energy equation. From here only, after giving some assumptions or some conditions, we are coming across the Bernoulli's equation. So first of all, integrating the Euler's equation of motion, you can see this is the integration step. Dou p by rho integration v dv dz equal to 0. So after this integration, we are coming to this particular step, that is your p by rho plus v square by 2 plus gz equal to constant. This is also called as Bernoulli's equation in the form of energy per unit mass, and so the unit will be your L square by T square, that is dimension, meter square per second square. So dividing throughout the above equation by accretion due to gravity G, we are having another equation known as Bernoulli's equation in the form of energy per unit weight. So P by rho G is first term, V square by 2G plus Z equal to constant, and the dimension is L and the unit will be meter. So each and every term is called as pressure head plus velocity head plus datum head equal to constant. So you can see from the steady flow energy equation only, if there is no heat interaction, Q equal to 0, W equal to 0, correct? So these two terms are 0, and we are having in place of enthalpy, we are writing the pressure head P by rho G, V square by 2G, anyway it is present, GZ is also present. So some modification and some assumptions have been taken in the steady flow energy equation to derive the Bernoulli's equation. Okay. Bernoulli's equation can also be written for the ideal fluid and real fluid with losses. Going to the next one, our next section will be your velocity of sound or pressure wave in a fluid, that we are going to see in next section. Thank you.